What's up, brewskis? What is on tap for tonight? Wowie zowie, we got some stuff for you. We're gonna do a little bit of trail trash. We're gonna talk about the Punisher trailer that has just been released.
One last kill. Speaking of this voice, there's a new Metal Gear Solid movie finally in the works after like 10 years of speculation.
And last but not least, if you were in the UK and you were hoping to see Kanye West, or now known as Ye, well, don't get your hopes up. And also, let's talk about that. Yeah. Let's explore all of those things and let's get into these brewskis. This is episode 492 of the One Beer In podcast. All right.
Lost to be found by someone to save you when you're down. Yes, I'm bored when it's bright out. So bored when it's bright out. 4 to 5 a.m. takes me to a place where I fit in.
Turn my headphones up.
So this is the One Beer In podcast, the podcast where two brews crack open a brew and we see where that one brew takes us. My name is Marco Dupa, and with me as always, the great and powerful Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Yep, buddy.
And he is going to tell you a little bit more about what we're drinking tonight.
Yes, I am. This is the Albino Rhino by Prairie, Artisan Ales. Unfortunately, there's no cold read on the can, but I was able to find a bit of a description, again, unfortunately, via Google AI.
Yeah.
Goes as follows. Albino Rhino by Prairie Artisan Ales is a 6% ABV white stout brewed with cacao nibs, vanilla, and coffee. It is characterized as a pale golden beer with a creamy coffee-forward flavor profile, often sold in 4-packs of 12-ounce cans. It is known for its light appearance, contrasting with its rich, indulgent flavor, popular among craft beer fans.
Ooh.
Thank you, Robot.
Thank you, robot. I need to change this chair. I feel like it's going to be creaking the whole time. Now we can do that. Suddenly I see. Now it's just going to be in my head.
I was playing the beginning of Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
That song.
Jesus, I should have done this before. Oh, you son of a bitch. No.
Help me. Help me.
Are you doing okay?
Free me.
Free me.
Okay.
We're struggling over here.
All right, we got it. We got it, baby.
I'm shitting my pants. You're kicking robots.
All right, we're good. So, we're not going to ignore the elephant in the room.
The one that they can't see.
The one they can't see.
Yeah.
Yes, we're doing audio only for a little bit. We're just going to kind of leave this up to the people. I mean, you guys let us know how you consume the show.
Yeah.
Because I left it up to a Instagram poll. That's not obviously the best way to figure out how people consume these things and
Sure.
everything like that. We have ideas and plans and things that we want to do, but I guess the conversation is like, what can be done? Like, what do the people want?
Yeah.
From the One Beer In podcast?
What do you want from us?
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Mom?
And so I think we're scaling back a little bit to kind of go back to the drawing board on the show. And this is the easiest thing that we can do right now to kind of, I don't know, if we were to make some kind of big change or transitional thing, make it easier to kind of scale back, get our ducks in a row.
Yeah. Recharge our energy, come
More-
back
yeah.
with something new.
Blueprint a little bit, and then re-up on some shit.
Yeah.
So basically, We are going to be audio only going forward for the One Beer In podcast. The One Reel In podcast we will do, since we don't do those as frequently.
Yeah.
We'll do video for those. And honestly, that kind of frees us up to do cooler shit with the video.
Yeah.
Because it's, it's not editing every single week.
Right.
If we do like one thing every once in a while and do that thing, and then we can really kind of have fun with that. So I think that's kind of, that's kind of the goal right now.
Yeah. We got a vision. Don't worry.
There's a vision.
We're coming back.
Yes. There's a point.
Yeah.
There's a method to this. There's a reason for this.
You'll see us soon enough.
Yes. But if you miss us, you can just let us know. And then maybe we're handling this the wrong way.
Yeah. We got to hear from you guys, though.
Right. You guys got to let us know.
Yeah.
In the meantime, let's rock and roll. Start with some trailer trash.
Trailer trash.
Disney Plus, formerly Netflix TV show.
Yeah. Way back when.
The Punisher, which is like, I was gonna say side project of Daredevil, but not really. I mean, it was introduced in Daredevil, but
yeah,
it's its own thing. At this point, it'd be 2 seasons and whatever the fuck this is, special feature.
Yeah, and what was it? Season 2 of Daredevil that he was introduced.
Yeah,
I forget, but
yeah, it was season 2. He wasn't in season 1.
He played a huge part in that season.
Yeah, he basically it's
co-starring
like,
essentially.
So it's mostly it's more like 2.5 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 2 seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 Netflix seasons. They haven't done a Disney Plus thing.
They have not, but he will apparently be in Spider-Man, which is cool.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's interesting that they're. I mean, they Disney Plus knows what they have with Jon Bernthal.
I sure hope they do.
Yeah, just use them as much as you can.
I don't know though, because it seems like they're not doing enough with them.
True.
At least where we sit today. Maybe
True.
this is like a launch pad for something else and something more.
Launchpad McQuack.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like we should have, like you were alluding to before we recorded, at least had a movie.
Yeah.
Or let's even scale that back. At very least, make this project, the One Last Kill special feature, a feature-length movie.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a, air quotes TV movie. I feel like there's enough hunger for Bernthal as Punisher.
I guess do we know the length of this
it's like an
special
hour.
feature thing? Yeah, okay.
It's like an hour.
Yeah, that's just Disney has the resources to just even if like you said, if it was like a TV movie. So I mean, in this era, a TV movie is just a movie. That goes
on
straight
TV.
Yeah. So yeah, they had the resources to just do a feature length thing like this. Watching this trailer, this teaser, whatever you want to call it, I think it was more like it was more like a teaser. It was a minute and a half.
Yeah. Don't really get much of the plot.
Yeah. Watching this, it just screams that it should have been a movie. It just should have just been a feature-length film. It's like they're doing, I don't know, man. It feels like they know the audience, and then sometimes it feels like they have no idea what's going on or what people want.
Yeah, I wonder if this is them kind of still being trepidatious about going full R-rated in a movie.
Yeah.
Which I think they were probably planning to do with the Blade movie. And when that fell apart, they were probably backing away from it altogether. But I see a world in which that is a major hit, actually comes out. And then we have our own like lane for adult MCU kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Even do like a Daredevil movie. Why not?
I mean, the Daredevil TV show. Are you all caught up on it?
No, I'm only like 2 or 3 episodes in.
I think there's only like 3 or 4 episodes,
Okay.
maybe 5.
Okay.
But I don't think. I mean, the show hasn't been going on long enough to. You're not that far behind.
I think I'm 2 episodes in.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
So far, it's been pretty fucking. Yeah. I mean, they're cussing and they're killing people and
cussing and fussing and
cussing
fighting
and fucking and You know, it's pretty TVMA.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how far of a cry is TVMA to a R-rated movie?
Not very.
Right. So, I mean, what are we missing here?
Is it just the fact they don't want to spend that much money on a rated R property? Is that like, are they just dedicating that sort of adult lane for TV only?
The only thing that I can fathom is this special feature thing is the preview sort of to The Punisher season 3. Because otherwise it makes zero sense to have put the budget into bringing Bernthal back, however much money it costs to film this hour-long thing.
Yeah.
You're telling me you couldn't just add 30 minutes to it?
Sure.
And just... Because, again, like, we're talking about... Like, obviously it would be much better if it was a movie... Like, an actual movie.
Yeah.
Like, wide release, theater. That's the most ideal situation.
Sure.
But the fact of the matter is, like, they don't have to do that with some of these properties and probably never will. And so if you're going to spend the money again to do this like short film, throw a couple million more on it and just do, which also I'm kind of surprised that Mandalorian and Grogu is a feature length wide release movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's the next Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Which is a
it's
big
like a
deal.
Big product.
Right. Which is, I think, what is leaning me towards that being true. The fact that they're not willing to make a major motion picture, rated R, violent, and all the above that you already see on TV.
But they're like okay with owning it, which that's what I've been finding really weird about the way that Disney now advertises the stuff that's on Disney Plus because they absorbed Hulu.
Yeah.
And now everything that was on Hulu, everything that's 20th Century, everything that was like all of those things, right, are now just Disney movies.
Sure.
Technically.
Yeah.
So you go on Disney Plus and in the same breath of fucking Air Bud and Aladdin,
Yeah.
there's
Two
documentaries
classics.
about serial killers. What?
Two classics.
So right.
Yeah.
I mean, basically the same. They're on the same.
Yeah.
You have those two movies, and then like you're scrolling through, and you get documentaries about serial killers and like R-rated movies, and like so. If you're, say, somebody who is like on Disney Plus with your kid trying to find a movie, you're scrolling through and you're like, hey kiddo, you want to watch the new Moana 2 or whatever the fuck? Mm-hmm. You have to scroll past some pretty dark shit to get to that, right? If their whole thing their whole thing is made up of just like, now they're just like, Disney is the parent company that does all of this shit. Mm-hmm. I just think like we're past this idea that Disney just makes movies for kids.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Maybe we're past this idea and they're not.
It feels that way because this feels like a half step. Everything having to do with this project, this Punisher project, makes it feel like they are dipping a toe. But I feel like we've already dipped a toe.
Yeah.
Like we are there.
I think we're past this.
We're ready. We're ready.
The feet are wet.
Yes.
we're in it.
10 toes
wet
deep.
With blood.
Yeah. So I don't really like... Okay, so first off, I think the trailer looks great. I am always excited to see Jon Bernthal, especially as Punisher. I think...
Yeah, I think we can just get out of the way. Not trash.
Not trash. I feel like this was kind of heralded by Bernthal and company himself because he's a co-writer on this and a producer. So I think he loves this character enough to not let it go by the wayside.
Yeah.
And I mean, first of all, that inspires confidence in me because I feel like if he's so inspired by this character and portraying him, he's going to do it right.
Right.
Hasn't led me astray yet. as his portrayal as Punisher.
Right.
But I also feel like that leads me to believe that Disney isn't as enthusiastic about this character and him sort of leading his own franchise.
Yeah.
Or being anything more than a side character.
Right.
And honestly, I do think that there's a critical issue within the character of the Punisher that leads him to be very hard to lead a movie. Because it's a very simple story, very simple. On surface level, extremely simple, and there's not much of an arc there ever. He is the Punisher, and ultimately is willing to do whatever it takes to get what his sense of justice is.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like. I mean, I guess as far as the character is concerned, until he has something to lose. Mm-hmm. He's not. I wouldn't say he's a one-note character. I think Jon Bernthal plays him like brilliantly.
Yeah,
but I think like as written, how much more can you really get out of him if he doesn't have anything to lose and he's just at this point you can't kill him.
Right.
Like I mean, he's such a warrior and he won't die, and now he's just exacting not revenge but like his sense of justice.
Yeah.
But like, what's the conflict other than the fact that like he could die? You know what I'm saying? That seems to be the only thing. Like once when he has something to live or die for, okay, the first season, for instance, him trying to figure out what happened to his family, like the conspiracy ran deeper than cartel members killing his family because of like whatever the conspiracy ran deeper than that, and that was what made it interesting.
Yeah, there was a mystery.
Yeah,
and he had to figure it out.
It was intriguing,
and then get revenge.
Once you get past that, you get the second season, and now he's got this girl that he's protecting, and like it all connects back to the original conspiracy and stuff. And then you're like,
and his war buddies and like all that.
It goes even deeper, so that's cool. And obviously, however they're going to connect him to the stuff that's going on in like quote unquote modern day born again Daredevil universe.
Yeah.
And I guess there's stuff there to get him into the Spider-Man movies as well.
Well, and he's always clashed with Spider-Man, so it's really fun to see him go up against Spider-Man.
Yeah.
To see those two characters together finally as a fan of
and the way that like
them.
even in the trailer, the way that Tom Holland's Spider-Man talks to him is very familiar.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to drop us into a world in which these guys have crossed paths a lot.
Yep.
And because there's a time jump in the Spider-Man movies, right? Like 4 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see how they plop him. But to your point, it does feel like they're not trying as hard as they can to get him to just be the guy.
Yeah.
He always has to be the guy next to the guy. Mm-hmm. And that, for some reason, is why they're doing this special feature thing. Because it's not... I get, like, it's in the same vein as those old one-shot things that they used to do, which were always so cool, but they were like... it was about the fucking not the Mandalorian, the Mandarin, or what's his name's Ben Kingsley's portrayal of the Mandarin, but these were like C characters in the movies that they were in.
Or they did the Werewolf by Night or whatever movie.
Yeah.
Like their horror
they
type
did
thing.
Another one too. They've done a bunch of them. But they were never like a character as big as
The Punisher. Yeah.
So I don't know.
And maybe that's my own bias speaking, because I've always loved the Punisher, and I don't know if maybe he's not as popular with other generations or other people from different cultures or whatnot, but I've always seen the Punisher as like one of the coolest almost villains, but still a worthwhile anti-hero within himself.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't need to be paired up with anyone.
I think, and not to get too political or too, I don't know, allegorical to real life.
Sure.
But maybe younger generations don't see the character the same way that we do, because they didn't grow up with younger people did not grow up with comic books and comic book characters the same way that we did.
Sure.
They grew up with the MCU, right? And then they fall in love with certain characters. Then they go back and they read all these comic books and stuff, and that's all well and good. I'm not poo-pooing that. We grew up in the 90s, which was comic books were handled a different way. There was Wizard Magazine. There was cartoons. They would take a character like the Punisher and throw him into the Amazing Spider-Man TV show. He wasn't like full-on rampage murdering people. He was like this gruff kind of, side character in the show that was made for kids.
Right.
We grew up with him just being like a badass, right? Our relationship to a lot of these characters that once you read the actual comic books, like Daredevil, for instance, is way darker.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously now they're exploring that in the TV shows, but we grew up with him just being, again, another like side character to Spider-Man, and being like, it was all family friendly shit. The Kingpin, like all these characters, we grew up with them. Either we read these comics but didn't really understand the breadth of them because we were too young and dumb to understand like what these comic book writers are really, what kind of stories they were really trying to tell, because they were adult stories. Or you grew up with action figures, and not to mention side-scrolling video games. Oh yeah, the video games from the 90s. What were we playing the other day? The Punisher game, where it was Punisher and Nick Fury, and it's basically just a beat 'em up. That is our connection to these characters as kids. So we're relating to these characters in a different way. Yeah, and I think that when you grow up with a character like Punisher being portrayed as how he should be, you have a different relationship to him than we do. We kind of look at him, we can see like multiple facets of this character versus like a younger person is probably seeing like their only portrayal of him is Jon Bernthal's portrayal. As a murderer, as like one of the darker
PTSD riddled, straight up murderer.
We don't have that same like we had to discover that after the fact. So I had Punisher action figures. I had he was like a child character. Or a character that advertised to children rather.
Well, to be fair, toys advertised to us had no place being advertised to us.
1,000,000%. Like the most inappropriate toys for being. We had
straight up rated R movies. We got toys for.
Yeah, and Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah,
they would take like. I mean, we were talking. I think we talked about it on the show.
RoboCop.
RoboCop. RoboCop is crazy. Yeah, because you're absolutely. That's probably the most egregious example. Yeah. Beetlejuice. There was a Saturday morning cartoon where him and Winona Ryder's character
were friends.
And like in the movie, he like basically wants to fuck her, right? Yeah, that's the plot of the movie. Yeah. And in the TV show, they're like going on adventures together. Yeah. The Mask is another one. The Mask is like this rapey like.
The comic of The Mask is crazy. The comic is
crazy dark. Yeah. Crazy dark. Yeah. But in the Saturday morning cartoon, he's just like this silly,
cartoon
zany character. Yeah. And we just they I don't know, it was a different time, man. It really the 90s, I think, more so than any other decade in our lives, is really the most egregious example of like it was a different time.
Terminator toys, Alien toys.
Yeah. You Predator just don't do shit like that now. They just don't make toys like that for kids.
They don't make them like they used to.
They just don't make them like they used to. They don't. They just. I mean, everything is so adult. It just. I mean, I had a Blade toy. Yeah. Like a full, and it's like, who was that for? Did they make that for 8-year-olds? Did they think 8-year-olds were watching that movie?
I couldn't go to the movie theater and see that.
No. Yeah. No, my mom just played it at home because she did not care about showing us R-rated movies.
We turned out fine.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah. That's why you talk to millennials and that's why they're so angry at the younger generations. Like they just don't get it. They just don't get it. you know?
I feel like that happens for every generation, though, to be honest.
Yeah, probably. I was watching The Pit, and I was on the episode where this is probably a spoiler. Spoiler alert. Giving you your time.
Okay.
Season 2, their computer systems go down, and they have to pull out the fax machine.
Yeah.
And only a certain generation of people there is an age where that really is a machine that people don't understand.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating to me because you watch the show and you're like, that's kind of silly, but it's true.
Yeah.
I know people who are of a certain age who look at a machine like that and they're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. This is a weird printer.
Yeah. You're like, oh yeah. Yeah, there is now a generation that just didn't have to deal with certain technology at all.
Yeah.
And that goes for fucking Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah. All that being said,
Yeah.
that may be why Disney, the execs at Disney are so gun shy, if you will, about making Punisher a more premium character.
Yeah.
But I mean, I for one would love to see it again, even if it's just a full length TV movie, or hell, do another season of TV. Why not? He's finally Punisher. You know, like I think that's what frustrates me the most about specifically his character in the MCU.
Yeah.
Is that we get so little of him actually being the Punisher.
Yeah.
There's so
Yeah.
much about him, kind of his evolution into becoming the Punisher.
Yeah.
But very little release of him actually, rampaging.
And that's honestly what's so far so good about the Daredevil show is like he's just Daredevil now in the show.
Yeah.
There's no origin. There's no, we have to ramp up to the story. There's no like, you play 80 hours of the video game and then you finally get the ultimate weapon.
Right,
Like
right.
it's just he's the character.
Yeah.
And that's what
Gives the
you're-
goods.
Yeah.
I understand, like you want people to savor that, right?
Yeah.
It can't. I understand you don't want a full season of TV of the Punisher just murdering and that's it.
Sure.
But we also live in a world where we have John Wick, and if that kind of action can be sustained for a full length movie, I think you can do the same with the Punisher
I agree.
and add even more gravitas towards it because he's a deeper character as far as some real life trauma people can point to.
Yeah.
With veterans.
Maybe they
and
just
such.
don't think, they just think we're stupid and we just can't handle, I think you have to, like, Disney's probably trying to advertise to the lowest common denominator, and they're probably just like, we could explore, like, really explore these issues, or we can give them whatever the fuck they're about to give us with this feature length thing or special feature thing.
Look, John gave me a call. He wants to do it. He's writing the script right now. You want to tell him no?
Yeah,
I'm not going to
You
tell
fucking
him
tell
no.
him. I'm not fucking telling him. Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Me neither, man. It just feels. At the end of the day, we can move on. It just feels like a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, I am happy to see that they're giving him this at least, but I'm knocking on wood for the future.
It's not enough.
It's not.
It's not enough. Okay. Buddy. Let's just stick with movies.
Yeah.
And we can get right into. I don't even know.
Speaking of a guy with guns,
I don't even know how to feel about this right now. There is.
you wouldn't be alone, my friend.
Yeah, this is a strange one. This is a strange one.
Yeah.
Do you want to just give us the goods?
Yeah. So according to the Hollywood Reporter, Metal Gear Solid movie in the works from Final Destination duo as they ink Sony First Look.
What?
It's a lot of movie jargon there for
Yeah.
you. Zach Lipovsky and Adam B. Stein have become among the more in-demand filmmakers in town. Now, Sony has snapped them up for an expansive deal that will cover all the studio's film labels.
Whoa.
So they got snatched up, I think, exclusively for how well Final Destination's Bloodlines performed.
Wow.
So good on them. They're making their money.
It's not that good.
It's not that. No, it's not. But it made a lot of money. You see.
Yeah,
It's good though.
it is good. No, I think
it was a fun movie.
I think we can. We can agree. It's good.
It's good. It's not Casablanca, like.
Yeah.
But apparently, it instilled enough confidence that they could, I assume, come in at or under budget and make a profit.
Wow.
So, and I'm not familiar with their other projects if they've had any together as filmmakers before Final Destination. I assume they have. But anyway, regardless, they're in a good position because now they are the new directors for the long rumored and speculated Metal Gear Solid movie.
Metal Gear.
Which was originally going to go to Jordan Vogt Roberts, the guy who did Kong Skull Island.
Mm-hmm. Much more confidence in that.
Yes, but then he faced allegations.
Oh.
And nothing legally happened. This is all alleged. But quickly thereafter, it seemed like his star fell expeditiously.
Yeah.
And if you've noticed, he hasn't done anything since.
No.
So I think he may have gotten a little blacklisted.
Yeah.
And that's why we haven't heard anything about the long rumored Metal Gear movie.
Yeah.
But it's back. It's back now with 2 new directors. However, what do they know about Metal Gear?
Right. I mean, I'm sure one or both of them are big fans of the video games.
Are you? Are you sure?
I mean, no.
I'm not.
No. I feel like Metal Gear is like what's that McCormick book that's basically like unmakeable?
Blood Meridian.
Blood Meridian.
Yeah. Great book. Very dark.
I just feel like there is no way. And even if you told me like Denis or Nolan was making the Metal Gear movie, I just have zero confidence that anybody is going to be able to do it justice.
Yeah.
And it's because, let me take that back. You know, the only person who could direct the movie?
Kojima.
Yeah. He's the only one who I would trust. And the fact of the matter is, he's out, right? He's not part of all of this new Metal Gear shit that they're doing.
Not that
all
I
the
know
remasters and everything that they're...
Oh, no. The game-wise, absolutely not.
Right.
He and Konami have completely burned their bridges.
Right, so I can only imagine that like they're not going to... Like Sony's not going to bring him back for any kind of like maybe like a producer role or whatever.
It would take, I think, specifically the directors and maybe the writers to come in and be like, hey, we got to bring this guy in because he's the godfather of this whole thing.
He gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if they knew what they were doing, they would do that.
Right.
Because that not only would it help, obviously, but, I mean, okay, let me walk that back. If he was willing to even do that, because Kojima I'm sure he has his own PTSD with the entire Metal Gear franchise at this point.
Right.
Seeing how it's...
Well, not enough that he didn't like make a bunch of allusions to it in Death Stranding.
Well, because it's still his baby, but I think as far as like helping them do anything, even if it's not directed or even if it's not directly linked with Konami specifically, obviously they're working in cahoots because it's their franchise.
Well, it's not like Sony stepped in to do anything about the fact that they iced him out of his own fucking franchise.
Yeah.
We don't know the inner workings of all of that, but I didn't see anybody from Sony going, "Hey, no, don't do that."
Ooh. Yeah, clearly there are sour grapes between the two of them.
Yeah.
But I think it would be wise, not only because they'd end up with a better movie probably, but also because they would appease the very passionate fans.
Yeah.
By saying, this got his blessing.
Well, and that's the thing. Who were you? This is one of those times where there have been things that have been made from like video games or books and things like that I'm not familiar with, and I see like the fervor online from people, and I'm like, yeah, I can understand why you guys are upset.
Yeah.
This is one of those franchises where I'm like, because it's, I mean, you ask me on a weird, Wednesday or Thursday, like, what's your favorite franchise?
Yeah.
I'd probably say Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
you would be right.
so I have personally an investment into this that is, I just don't. I don't feel like it's being held and worked with the same care that it should be. And I'm like, who is this? Because I will go see the movie just whatever. Out of morbid curiosity, I'll go see it. Who are you advertising this to? Mm-hmm. You have one of two things that you can do. You can go Kojima weird.
Yeah.
And you can sell it to somebody like you and I.
Right.
Or you can make an action movie called Metal Gear Solid. And it can be about mechs and weird political espionage.
Yeah. Just, I mean, it seemed like almost that. I think of that pretty recent, I think, Netflix movie with Alan Richardson. Richardson? What's it?
You talking about Jack Reacher?
Yeah. Richardson?
He does have a weird surname, doesn't he?
Richardson. It's one of those. But he's in this new movie that's streaming called War Machine. And I actually saw Kojima say that he's watching it, which he does.
Richardson.
Richardson?
It's just Richardson. Ritchson.
Richson.
So there's that part after the CH where there's supposed to be something there.
Yeah, it's not.
And he decided no.
Alan Richson. Okay.
Strange.
I feel better now knowing that.
It's a strange name.
You tell him that.
No.
I've seen what he does.
He's gigantic.
Yeah.
He's one of the first Hollywood actors where, I mean, like post Arnold Schwarzenegger, where you go
that you don't think you can beat up.
No, yes, honestly. Well, there's a couple of guys that would give me some trouble, probably.
Yeah,
but I think
Jon Bernthal.
Yeah, Bernthal would definitely give me some.
Yeah,
he'd give me the hands for sure. Yeah. I'd put up a good fight. Maybe I'll do like a tier list of guys that I think I can beat up.
Yeah.
Guys that can beat me up.
Yeah.
Guys that would like maybe give me some trouble.
You got to do like a toss-up category.
Yeah, like it could go either way.
Yeah.
You know, judge your scorecards on this one.
Yep.
Yeah. Alan Richardson, not a guy.
Yeah,
did you see the video of like the guy?
Sure did.
That's I mean, I mean, not to say that like that dude who stepped in front of his bike and pulled all that crazy shit. Like Richardson like went easy on him.
Yeah.
He could have fucked him up. And instead he was just like, what's your problem, dude? Mm-hmm. And like took a long time before he finally was like slapped him and like put him on the ground and was like, don't get up. Mm-hmm. And not to say that I'm nowhere near that fucking guy. So that guy's a pussy.
Sure.
You know. But you watch that video and you're like, that's him in a candid moment. Mm-hmm. Imagine if they were like, you guys are going to fight.
Right. What if he really wanted to, you know?
Yeah. What if he knew there was going to be no consequences to like his star power?
Yeah.
And that guy stepped in front of his motorbike. I bet you he would have picked the bike up and like slammed.
Like the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the advantage I do have over some of these guys is that like Alan Richardson is in his 40s.
Sure.
You know, like Jason Momoa I think is in his 40s. Mm-hmm. Bernthal is getting a little bit older as well. I think he's probably in his 40s.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. I've been hitting the gym. I feel good, you know?
Good.
Eating my turkey bacon. I think I can take some of these guys.
You know, I think they also hit the gym and eat their turkey bacon
I
as
don't
well.
think so. It's not like me though.
Okay.
Not like me though.
I'm different. Yeah, anyway, so that movie War Machine comes to mind where it's like easily consumable action movie with sci-fi elements.
Yeah.
That could be what Metal Gear is.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think that the secret sauce to the Metal Gear franchise is that Kojima weird though. Because you need it to be grounded in a lot of jargon, a lot of real world history, and almost make it a alternate history type of situation.
Yeah.
A lot of it's about the Cold War, a lot of it about nuclear powers. I just think that if you get it wrong, it either comes out really corny or really boring.
Yeah.
So you gotta get it just right.
You have to pick out a 15 to 20 minute portion of the movie where it's just one character talking.
Yeah.
And then it's like I guess it wouldn't be considered a cutscene in the movie.
You mean the movie?
But it's just like footage,
Yeah.
of like wartime footage, and then a character just explaining the plot
Exposition
for
dump.
like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like an egregious amount of time.
Yeah.
I think I've said egregious like 4 times today.
Egregiously. Yeah.
Yeah. That is the sauce, right? That's
Yeah.
the secret sauce of a Kojima movie
Yeah.
or video game that would be a movie.
Right.
Otherwise, you can forego all of that shit and then just make a run-of-the-mill action movie. And honestly, I don't they got the guys from Final Destination. I just think that Sony, the people in the movie department at Sony might be some of the dumbest human beings.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know a good idea if it walked up to their front door and socked them in the mouth. Like, I mean,
They're kind of the worst. They're kind of the worst.
Yeah. I mean, credit where it's due. The Last of Us TV show. I don't know why I said it like TV show. At least they did something good with that, but like that Uncharted movie, man, just it's one of those like
all
like
of the
all-time bad movie.
All the spin-off Spider-Man villain
Terrible.
characters,
Every single one of them.
Sinister Six.
I mean, the fucking Craven movie came out, and I didn't even know.
it's fine.
It just came and went, and now I see clips of it on Instagram Reels. And then it's like an edit of Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's like walking and fucking and that's the legacy of most of those Sony movies. I just don't have any confidence in them as a movie studio, as decision makers. I just have a really, really bad feeling about this.
Me too.
Yeah.
I have very little confidence, but I'm willing to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think
sure.
we're very far out from this project happening. Mm-hmm. Who knows what will happen?
Probably
in the meantime.
won't even
It may
happen.
not even happen. Yeah.
I mean, remember when they said it was going to be Oscar Isaac?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I remember.
Probably only because there was a fan edit.
It just
And it just looked kind of
looks
cool.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like Solid Snake.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man.
will say, I think I've said it multiple times on this show. I think probably one of my one of my favorite modern actors, Oscar Isaac.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't think he would be good as Solid Snake. I just don't.
No. Nah. Not the right guy.
But who would be? It's time to fan cast.
Oh.
Did I just create a new bit?
You may have.
Alan Richson is too big.
Yeah. And we're trying to think of Solid Snake during Metal Gear Solid, right?
Yeah.
So he's probably in his like 30s.
Yeah.
He's not old Snake yet. Still pretty spry.
It's Pedro Pascal, man.
He's too old. He's too old.
It's Pedro because it's going to be Pedro for every movie.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, Sony. I mean, don't hate me.
Uh-oh.
Jacob Elordi.
Jacob Elordi. He might be too tall.
He can't be covert enough. He won't fit in the
He's
box.
way too tall. He can't fit in the box. That's not terrible. I'm not mad.
He's
at
got
that.
the brow, you know?
Yeah.
He can
What
get
the
shredded.
fuck was that noise? What was that noise?
What was that noise? Huh?
I think this is kind of showing the hole that I have for young actors because I don't know.
Whoa.
Yo, pause.
Hey,
Yo,
Calling the police.
pause.
Dear Lord.
Dear Jacob, oh lordy.
Oh, Lordy.
I'm saying.
Yeah, your gaping hole for
My gaping
male
hole
actors.
for young male supple actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't think of like a young actor off the top of my head that would fill that role.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe even an unknown would be good because
Have to be, right?
anyone too recognizable, you'd just be like, eh.
Again, him again. You know?
And spoiler alert, there's going to be a lot of that guy. He's going to have to play multiple roles.
Yeah.
True. Especially
true,
if they
true.
do multiple movies
Yeah.
based on the games. So, I don't know. Good question, though.
It can't be. Sorry. It can't be. I refuse to let it. I just don't want it to be a fucking English actor, man. I'm so fucking sick of it. I do not want some guy to be like Metal Gear, and then they're interviewing him. He's like, I thought Metal Gear.
I love Metal Gear.
It's a great allegory for what's going on in the world, and I thought, how do you play this character? I thought, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no, fuck that. I don't want that.
Okay.
So find me an American.
Yeah.
You be my American boy.
Okay.
American boy.
American boy. Isn't Solid Snake supposed to be half Japanese?
Is he?
I think so.
Oh.
I think genetically he's supposed to be half Japanese, and I think they did that because Hideo Kojima. But,
Right.
Not that it really matters, but
No, it doesn't. Well, but then again, I mean, you can get one of the guys from BTS. They're Korean. Sorry.
they are.
That was racist.
They're definitely Korean.
Should I cut that one out?
What tipped your hat to that? The fact they're in a K-pop band? So close. Ooh, so
Yeah.
close.
Oh, so close. So
close.
close. Whatever.
Yeah, you're fine.
I was really just trying to mention like how successful they are. They put out a new album and everybody's loving it, I guess.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Speaking of albums and musicians, we should probably move on to our next subject.
Canceling him or canceling me?
Yeah, we'll see what happens by the end of this episode.
I don't think that was that bad. Was that bad?
Oh, you're fine.
I don't
You're
think it was
fine.
that bad. I'm leaving it. I don't think it was that bad.
BTS doesn't listen to this anyway.
Right. Koreans don't listen to this. What? What?
The BTS
might.
army is strong. I don't know.
I complimented them. I said pick one of them to play Metal Gear to play Solid Snake.
Hey, get in that robot. Dance.
All right, let's move on.
All right.
Let's move on.
All right.
Yay.
Yay.
Formerly known as Kanye West.
Yeah.
Is on the comeback tour,
Yeah.
as it were.
Started in LA. Had 2 sold out shows. At SoFi. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well,
Big
he
deal.
released Bully,
Right.
and I haven't. You know what? Let me just do that right now. I haven't checked the record sales of it.
I think first week it came in at second highest streamed. I'm pretty sure.
Let's see.
Don't know where it stands right now.
Yeah, I mean not terrible actually. Bully debuted at number 2 on
Yep.
the Billboard 200.
Yep.
This is as of forward dated to April 12th, or I'm sorry, April 11th. So they're doing like this is an estimate. Approximately 152,000 equivalent units. So that would be 56,000 pure album sales and 96,000 streaming units. So there you go. Higher than Vulture 2, but lower than Vulture 1. Vulture 1 did 148,000 first week. So here's the thing about Kanye West. Let's kind of contextualize this a little bit. I mean, we've talked ad nauseum about what he's done and who he is and whatnot. I think the thing that maybe some people don't realize is throughout all of this, he's continued to be successful.
Yeah.
And I think that some people think like, you know, I see it a lot in comment sections. Like, didn't we cancel this guy? Or isn't he like, well, I thought we were done with Kanye West. At no point was he ever in, I guess, any real danger to no longer be a viable artist.
Yeah.
The Vulture albums, according to people who listen to them, I didn't. The first one's pretty. It's like decent. Second one's eh.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Donda albums. Like the Donda 1 was okay. Donda 2 is just an unfinished mess.
Yeah.
And there's like flashes of brilliance on it. But they all sold pretty well, especially in the streaming era. To do 150,000 first week units in the streaming era is a pretty big deal. I think people try to shit on these lower numbers because, you know, if you grew up with hip hop, you grew up with, you know, selling 1 million copies in the first week, blah, blah, blah. Sure. But if you know to scale your expectations, 150,000 units is pretty good for a guy whose career is supposed to be over.
Sure.
So that's the thing that I don't think people seem to realize is when he comes back and he does 2 sold-out shows at SoFi, some people are shocked by this information, but he really just kind of took a break. But there is this very fervent fan base for him that has never stopped, no matter what he's done.
And even, okay, so now specifically, post-apology, I think that gave a lot of people who were on that fence of being like, well, I can't really support him right now, but I am waiting for any reason to get back on the bandwagon.
Yes.
They have that now.
Yes.
And so they are back in full force.
Yeah.
And that's not even counting the people who were like, I don't really care what he said. I don't care about his politics. Or flat out, I agree with what he said.
Yeah.
I actually like that he's speaking out like this.
Yeah.
So I think with those sort of 3 audience segments put together, and a lot of those people being young men who are going to show up and
probably Manosphere guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Those guys are going to show up in droves. They are going to make an event out of it. They're going to buy the merch. They're going to, you know, buy the album physically if they can. They're going to support in any which way they can because it's part of a sort of protest as well as just enjoying the music. You know, it's a middle finger to the rest of polite society,
right?
Who are like, I don't want to hear about your Nazi rhetoric. Actually, it's them flipping the bird to everyone else.
Right.
So it's more than, I think it's more than just Kanye. It's about what people imbue upon him and his ramblings, especially in the past.
I think that there's a lot to that, man. And I think that there's a huge disconnect there with his fan base who is trying to kind of distance themselves from this like Nazi period that he had.
Yeah.
And I think that is a lot of people are not really giving just due to all of the pain and suffering that he did cause to people in that, I guess, manic episode that he was having.
Sure. And
to your point, the carryover of that, like one of the biggest markers from that era or episode is the fact that like a pretty decent portion of his fan base is made up of guys like that, right?
Yeah.
And part of his apology and this like this comeback tour that he's on, I don't see any conversation being had around the fact that like he definitely helped Donald Trump get elected, and he definitely like stoked very hateful flames.
Yeah.
He did like, I just feel let's just get into it. Fuck it. His fans want so much to just go back to him being, you know, the GOAT or whatever.
Yeah.
That they're just like, the Nazi stuff wasn't just that he said that he liked Hitler and shit, right? He went on Alex Jones's podcast dressed in Ku Klux Klan robes.
Yeah.
He wore a hood the whole time he was on that show.
Sure did. Not to mention even pre that, talking about, you know, that slavery was a choice.
Slavery was a choice. There was the episode where he was on Alex Jones, and Alex Jones like tried to give him an out.
You don't mean you love Nazis.
Man, he's like, no, I do. I love
Yeah.
Nazis and I love Hitler. I think
Yeah.
Hitler was right. Like that kind of
Clipping
stuff.
Clipping that.
Fuck. As quoted by Ye.
Yeah.
I didn't say it. That's the kind of shit that people just want us all to forget about. And they tell you, like, bro, so what? You just don't, like, the guy was having a mental health episode. And, like, what do you think? You're above that? You just, you can't forgive the guy? And I'm like, sure, man. I can forgive.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really up to me as a guy who's not Jewish to forgive the anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
That's not really a conversation that I can have.
Right. It's not your place to forgive him for that.
Right. The anti-black rhetoric, the pro-Trump rhetoric, those things, those are conversations that to me kind of affect me personally. Those are things that I can reckon with.
Yeah.
And his apology pertaining to those things, I think I have a little bit of say. I'd say half a say.
Sure. Yeah.
to have that kind of conversation. But just from like a global standpoint of being like a former mega fan, if you take it all into account, I just don't think he's done enough to earn back headlining a music festival for 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
And I think that people who are like surprised that the festival, I guess we didn't really give.
Yeah.
So let's just give more context for the Wireless Festival.
Yeah, there was a festival in which Ye was headlining in the UK. And the UK, well, first of all, sponsors start to drop out of the festival
As soon as he was announced. So
As
at first they had they had Wireless going on.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, it'd be cool. As if we had this guy headline, not one, not two, but all 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
And honestly, 10 years ago,
Oh, absolutely.
that would have been fucking
kidding me?
amazing.
You kidding me? But that is not today, my friend.
No.
And very quickly, I would say within the first day and a half, most major sponsors pulled out.
Pepsi pulled out almost instantly.
Pulled out like immediately.
Yeah.
And then, lo and behold, they ended up having to cancel the festival altogether due to the backlash. And because the UK government themselves said, Ye is not allowed.
Yeah. They
in the
literally
UK.
barred him from the country.
There's a travel ban for Ye. So that's where we stand right now. And there's been a lot of sort of backlash on both sides of this argument, saying like, it's ridiculous that you're doing this.
Yeah.
The festival organizer apparently was trying to defend their decision to have him headline.
Yeah, I read their statement.
Yeah, I mean, it was just basically the same defenses you hear about, like, oh, we love a redemption story,
Right.
et cetera,
Yeah,
et
give him
cetera.
a chance and all this stuff,
Right,
blah,
right.
blah, blah.
But-
And again, and not to even say that, like, I don't feel that way. Not to say that I don't agree with the idea of, like, we are so far beyond the pale of treating other people, like treating humans as humans, man, because of how everything else is so dehumanizing. Everything that we see is just so, like, we're just numbers to them. And the stuff that's happening overseas is like, we see it on the news, and then we can just like turn the news off and then go about our day. It's like, it's so
300 dead. Oh well.
I don't
Anyway,
deal with that, and then you can just move on. It's very, very dehumanizing.
Yeah.
It really is, and it's very tough, man. And it fucks with your mental to imagine that like what's happening somewhere else is altering the course of history.
yeah,
And you can just pretend like that's not going on. And so, yeah, it's easy to live in this like kind of bubble or whatever.
sure.
But he affected people
Yeah,
in a way that like you can try to act like I don't know. I feel like I want to be the kind of person that can just forgive that and try to get to a place where, but I just don't feel, again, that like he's done enough.
there hasn't been enough time.
Well, yeah,
his
and
apology was just like what 2 months ago.
It was
maybe?
a statement on like Instagram.
Yeah,
and then he released an album, headlined 2 massive stadium dates.
Yep.
And then was gonna headline a festival. And his whole thing was, yeah, I'll talk to Jewish leaders. I know that actions speak louder than words and all this stuff. But those are the steps that should have been taken beforehand.
Sure.
Not when you get booked for all this stuff and then you say, I'll take the necessary steps and do all of this stuff. That's the kind of stuff that you do beforehand. And even still, there are going to be people who don't forgive you, who can never forgive
Sure.
you, who can read the things that you said, see the things that you said literally out of your mouth, see the songs that you recorded in this era of this manic episode that we're calling, and say to themselves, I can't let it go, and I can never forgive him for the things that he's done, the things that he said, and who he represented himself as, and like what he did to kind of further the destruction of the world.
he normalized a lot of really bad ideas and rhetoric.
Yeah.
And I think the world's worse off for it. And also I think that, like you were saying, the people who were most affected, it is harder for the people who weren't directly affected by those words to forgive him.
Yeah.
But not so much for, people directly affected by those words and that rhetoric, who may have been called a slur because of the things that he was popularizing.
Or normalize the idea that like you could go back and call these people these slurs now.
Right.
You can. I mean, you see now conversations around. Like we as a society had moved on from the idea of the big bad Jews running the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
And
well, most of us. I mean,
yeah.
there are still people out there.
Well, and to the point, Kanye West, really kind of normalized having these kinds of conversations about Jewish people.
Yeah.
Now, when he gets brought up, you see a bunch of anti-Semitism in these comment sections
because they still see him as speaking truth to power.
Right. And I don't think he's done enough to denounce that aspect of what he had done. And I think that's what's missing from this conversation is, yeah, sure, he apologized for the stuff that he said, but he's not actively walking back that stuff. Just saying, I understand the power in my words and I understand where I was wrong and I apologize to the Jewish community is good.
Yeah.
It's a good start.
But it's followed up by silence.
Yeah.
Other
you
than
go
him performing.
radio silent and then immediately go on the promo tour of your newest album, which, by the way, I listened to. Not good.
Okay.
It's mediocre. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's not even close to the heights that he's reached.
Yeah.
It's there's a couple of songs where you can think, okay, I could see it. There's ideas there. There's fractures of thoughts of ideas where you're like, I see if this was Kanye from even Life of Pablo era, this would have been like a 4.5-5 minute song, and this would have been flat. Like there probably would have been a guest verse on this, and there would have been a whole B section to this song where it goes in a different key, and like there's all these choirs, and like you can see the ideas of what could have been, but instead it's super phoned in and just kind of lazy, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, and that leads me to think that he should have just gone away for a while. After that apology, just go away for a while.
Yeah.
And then, give it time. Maybe, put your words to action.
Yeah.
And then come out with an album.
Yeah.
But that's
And the thing is,
not what's happening.
He spent 3 years denigrating Jewish people and any black person that didn't agree with him, and it's like, bro, you picked such a strange fight to have, and it's like now you have to walk back that stuff. Now you have to figure out a way to move forward and how to reconcile with that stuff and how to deal with that stuff, you know? And it's something that just doesn't go away. That stink is on you.
Yeah. Well, he walked into, this is my analogy, okay? He walked into a party. He was the life of the party. Everyone loved him. He was doing great.
Right.
Like, yeah. Then he shit on the floor.
Yeah. Shit right in the middle of the floor.
And then he said, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's not enough. You got to clean it up.
You got to clean up the shit.
Yeah, clean it up.
You got to clean it up.
Yeah, clean up.
Because as it stands, the shit's still there.
Shit's still there.
You apologize and you left the party.
Even if somebody else cleaned it up for you, it still stinks. They're still staying there. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I think he needs time away, and I think it's being, at least from the UK, forced upon him.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, though, man, we're in full Kanye swing.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part about this is the Wireless Festival was just kind of the tip of the iceberg. I think the Wireless Festival thing was kind of the culmination of him coming back and being a viable star.
Yeah.
Because he's all over YouTube. He's all over the front covers of the big playlists.
Yeah. Social
Rap
media.
Caviar, Rap Life on Apple Music.
I've
He's
seen
all
him-
over social
I've
media.
seen him all over social media.
Billboards everywhere.
People saying, "Yeah, he's back. Yeah, he's back. Oh, he's doing the
Yeah.
samples again."
Oh, he's on every mood board page and aesthetic page. You know, when the album came out, people were like, "Is this okay? Can we listen to this? is anybody going to be mad at me if I listen to the new Bully album?"
Yeah.
So he's just back in the mainstream.
But, not for 1 second should you think that that's because society's accepting him. It's because capitalism.
Yes.
It's because these corporations
yeah.
think they can make a buck off of this guy again, and
Yeah.
he's going to be a big deal, and that's why they're trying to ram him down our throats again.
Yeah.
And people are taking the bait, or they're not.
I don't think they're taking the bait. I think the people who are accepting of this kind of stuff wanted like you said at the top of this, they wanted any reason to be able to say that it's okay again.
But I'm saying for the people who aren't that way, that aren't true believers, or weren't waiting for that apology letter to come out to jump right back on the boat. Everyone else who's like, I don't really mess with this guy anymore. If they keep seeing his face around and they start hearing his music being played, in public, they're going to start softening too.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, I guess it's okay to listen to Kanye again.
Yeah.
And I think that's the idea, because he is such a viable star.
Yeah.
That they want, like these corporations want to bank off of.
Yeah.
He's valuable to them, and that's why they're doing this. They don't care. They don't care about ethics or morals. Are you kidding me? They just want to make money.
Right.
So I think that's really it at the end of the day.
I think people, they just have to give themselves more credit, man. Like, you just have to be more critically thinking. And I don't know, man. Maybe it's just like we're in an era where it's like it's not worth it. It's not worth it to think more critically about it. It's just like, fuck it. It sucks.
Yeah.
And it's just, it is what it. What the fuck?
She's drinking out of her hamster
sorry.
bottle.
I thought that was you clicking away on the TV. I'm like, for real? Are you telling us it's time to end the show?
I mean, it is, but
We're in her sleepy time. We're butting into her sleepy time.
That's all right. I think we got.
We've covered it.
We got it.
is she allowed to hydrate herself? My sick dog.
Ah.
Is that okay with
Your dog's not sick. She can't even do a kickflip. All right, let's get into the cheers.
Cheers of the week.
Obi, you want to start us off?
Yes, my cheers of the week goes to Open Mike Eagle.
Oh,
Give her a clinker. There you go. People can't see, but they can feel it. Mm-hmm. A lot of this conversation, specifically about Ye, was kind of inspired by his latest video, which has all to do with Ye and I forget what else. He broaches another sort of controversial topic, but I love the way that he kind of broke it down in a way of saying, oh, it was Hulk Hogan he was talking about as well. Because he's like, I wasn't... Okay, a lot of people are saying that the new Hulk Hogan documentary looks like it's going to be a glowing portrayal of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
On Netflix, I think it is.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
I don't care to see Hulk Hogan being portrayed in this way, you know? And he's like, I was a big fan of Hulk Hogan growing up.
Right.
He was the man. And then I heard the racist stuff he said. And he was ruined for me. And I see a lot of people, a lot of non-black people saying, you know, but he was such a big deal in wrestling.
Right.
Like, come on, you got to give him his flowers.
Yeah, let it go. And
his observation that it's so easy to do that when you weren't personally affected by the words said, to forgive people like that, he connected the dots to Ye and saying, you know, it is... They showed a clip of interviews people had outside of SoFi, I think before and after the show.
Yeah.
And they asked these people going to the show, why are you here? Why are you supporting Kanye West? Why are you going to the show? And it was like all white people.
Yeah.
And specifically young white men.
Yeah.
Mostly. And they were all like, well, you know, you got to separate the art from the artist. I don't really, bless you, I don't really get into his politics or whatever. I'm just here for the music. And he's like, yeah, it's easy for you to say.
So easy.
You know,
so
like,
easy to be a young, like a 22-year-old white guy going, you got to separate the art from the artist.
And his main point is like, Ye's not asking you to separate the art from the artist.
Yeah.
You know, he's fully embracing who he is. So why are you doing it for him? You know, like I loved his analysis on that. I thought it was really insightful and really well thought out. And it's part of what influenced my conversation today about Ye. So hats off to Open Mike Eagle. Check out his YouTube channel and specifically that video.
Yeah.
Because that was really good.
Yeah, Open Mike Eagle's the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, his latest album, I forgot what it's called. But it's great.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to look it up because I do want to shout it out.
Yeah.
Open Mike Eagle. Neighborhood Gods Unlimited is a great album. And in fact, I think he's been kind of on a tear ever since Brick Bodies. Brick Body Kids Still Daydream. That was 2017. I think he's dropped nothing but heaters since.
Yeah.
Anime Trauma and Divorce was great. Component System with the auto reverse. I don't know why he wants it. It's too much. You know, another triumph of ghetto engineering. Great album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's been on a fucking tear. So yeah. Shout out to Open Mike Eagle.
I like that his album titles sound like Smith songs.
Yeah. Smith songs meet Radiohead songs, like Radiohead circa 97.
Yeah.
Speaking of music, this is going to be a musical cheers because my cheers of the week is going to good old Thundercat and his new album, Distracted. A great album in the vein of, you know, fuck, man, everything's fucked up. And what do we do? It's kind of
in the vein of 2026.
Yeah, it's kind of the ethos of the album, doom scrolling and being distracted. The idea of everything that's happening, is it a distraction from what's really going on? How much do you use social media and the internet to distract you from all the real shit that's going on? How much do we need distractions? And how much value do you put in music as a distraction from everything that's going on? It's a very thought-provoking conversation that he's having in the album, within the album, and it's just full of bops. You got Mac Miller, you got A$AP Rocky, you got fucking Tame Impala, you got like it's a good album. It's a good album.
Okay.
So welcome back, Thundercat. Distracted, great album.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
Let us quickly review these brewskis before we get out of here. From Prairie, Artisan. I was going to say artisanal ales. Artisan ales, the Albino Rhino. It's a white stout. Obi, what'd you think?
I thought it was great. I'm going to give it a 4.5. I think it's not my style of beer, but I went out on a limb because I've never heard of a white stout.
We've had white stouts before.
I've heard of a white stout. I've had what I meant to say was it's been so.
Sorry, do you want me to take that part out? I don't mean to cut
you're
shit
fine. You're
there.
fine. You're fine. No, speak your truth.
I can take that part out.
I
know for sure that we've had at least one.
It's been so.
Yeah,
it's been so long, is what I meant to say, that I've forgotten that I've had a white stout.
Of course.
Yeah. So that immediately, set off the radar for me. And cacao nibs, vanilla, coffee. I got a hint of each and every one of those, which I really appreciate.
Yes.
I will say Prairie, their beers cost so much
They're
money.
so expensive.
This was almost a 4-pack was almost $20. Okay,
Too much.
But that being said, you're buying quality. I will say that because I did get each of those notes. At a 6%, it's not overwhelming with the ABV. Can art's awesome.
I like the can art.
Yeah, it's just not quite my tempo, but it's still enjoyable as somebody who doesn't gravitate towards stouts in general. So for all those reasons, I'm going to give it a very strong 4.5 out of 6 bottle caps.
4.5. I'm gonna go 5.5.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely more. If it's not a lager or like a light pills or something like that, this is definitely the direction that I would go in. Cacao nibs, vanilla and coffee. I will say this. Jeez, I almost fucking swallowed my tongue. I'm gonna say this. I will say that I have definitely grown out of the love affair with stouts, imperial stouts, coffee port, all that stuff, like darker beers in that vein.
Yeah.
And so when you run across one where you're like, nah, this one's good, it really kind of all the feelings come rushing back, and you're like,
I remember.
Yeah, that's why I like
there
this.
she is.
It's malty, and like you said, like the flavor notes come through really well. Like each individual flavor note comes through really well. So and Prairie they just do darker beers just really well. I mean, Bomb is a classic, but they've got so many good like dark beers that they do. I mean, it really, that price point is fucking crazy. It's just, and maybe that's because we live in Florida and it's hard to get them out here, but like, okay, so that cost is offset by the consumer. It's unreasonable, man. It's crazy. A 4-pack,
$5 per can, basically.
Yeah, that's too much. I'm sorry, Prairie. We don't know the inner workings of what it takes to get this stuff made and get it out to distro. I can just tell you that, sorry, man, times are tough.
Yeah.
And it's hard to recommend people go and buy a 4-pack of a white stout that costs almost $20.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I will say I would be more upset if the beer wasn't so good.
True.
So,
True.
They got that going for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. You think we got it?
I know we got it.
Well, if Obi says we got it, then this episode is up. Wait, Sherry, do you think we got it? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then this episode is over. This has been the One Beer In podcast for myself, Marco Dupo, for Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
She nodded on an audio-only podcast.
Yeah, she did. Thank you guys for listening. Drink delicious beer and have yourself a beautiful evening.
We love you.